Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back to today's layout. I am working on day 28 sketch for 30 Days of Sketches, Christie's Beautiful Life, and today's sketch is created by Bev Lewis, and I loved how the hexagons come into play here, and so I dug deep for almost everything on this layout, deep into my stash. So that striped paper is an old My Mind's Eye uh, piece of paper. And so I decided to map my layout with the stripes, and then the hexagons that I bring in, that those are from an old hip kit club, and I decide to use the part that I gutted out of the stripe paper, that this is the flip side with the, I guess, would you call that a damask? So I think I'm showing you that this was from maybe a paper from 2006 that I cut the branding strip off, and that was what I matted my photo with, the two photos here. And this is the first four generations picture that we took of my husband Joe, our daughter Hope, her son Cody, and then Joe's mom Karen. So the four generations together. And so that is what I'm documenting today. The background paper, that was also a really old paper that I can't remember what year it was from, but I'm pretty sure it was probably early 2000s. And it was obviously just a one-sided pattern paper, and the back had some advertising and some layout ideas that you could use. And yeah, so let's see, I do end up taping these together so I can kind of move them around as one item, and then I do need to add some foam behind to make up the difference for where those chipboard hexagons are, so my photos don't dip in between those areas of highs and lows. So that's what I'm working on here. And let's see. So that Four Generations title, that those were a really old My Mind's Eye collection as well. I don't recall what it was, but it was more just a general collection that had different color collections, and it had like velvet. So these letters are almost like velvety on top texture. And I think this was pretty much the only piece that I had in the from that collection, but I did love these letter stickers, and so I've slowly been using little bits and pieces if it worked out with the layouts and the colors, and it just so happened that it worked for this one, and I had all the letters, almost all the letters that I needed. I did have to piece together that second E. It was a C, and then I cut off like part of an exclamation mark or something to make the other, to connect the circle there for the E. And but I don't go ahead and put that together until I am ready to stick down the letters exactly where they're at. So I was just checking spacing wise, and since the adhesive on the letters is not very strong anymore, I can pretty much just put it down on the paper, and as long as I don't press down too hard, that they will still move around until I'm ready to stick them down with my liquid adhesive. And so now it looks like I've got my title down, and these were also an older product from my stash, that it was from Prima, and they were these they're like pearlescent